All right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio, right here on Opera. And today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689 or blindsofsacramento.com. Now today, we're hanging out with, I'm going to hopefully not mess this up. We're going to find out, Collins Okoroike.
Yes, you nailed it on the head.
Boom!
Perfect.
Ha!
Man,
Woo!
it's crazy because back in college, you know how you go up for graduation, give them your cue card, have it pronounced out. I did that, right? They screwed it up.
What did they call you?
Okoroike.
Okoroike.
I've heard karaoke.
Karaoke. That's a good one, bro.
Crikey. Like, shout out to the late, great Steve Irwin. Yeah, I've heard it all, man.
Oh, that's great. Oh, my God. Karaoke. That's a good one.
It's terrible.
So I have a lazy eye. So when I'm really tired, one eye will start to wander. And so in high school or middle school, I don't remember what it was now, but I would get made fun of. And they said, hey, so when you cry, do your tears cross too? And I'm just like, man, that was a good one. That was a good one. I still talk about that. Whoever came up with that, I don't remember who it was, but you know what? You're a legend. That's a good one.
Mid-tier. That's messed up.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I get to the point where I was so sick of being made fun of. I was like, yeah, I've been looking at your girlfriend for about the last hour, and you didn't even know it, you know? And then you get your behind kicked, you know? Oh, it's great. That's fun. All right, so we're going to be learning about rugby today. What is your role with the team?
Vice President of Business Development.
VP of Business Development. That is a pretty serious role. How did you get into this?
So I stumbled across this on Indeed. This was back in December. And I saw it. I was like, I've been playing rugby quite a while. Let me have a little bit of a background in sports and quite a bit in sales. Let me put my name in the hat. So I did that, went through the process. And the crazy thing is it came full circle because I was a finalist for a position back in January. They sent me the Zoom link, said, what time are you available? 2 p.m. I was like, 2 p.m. Sure. It was 2 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, man.
I didn't catch that initially. So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, 2 p.m. So the day comes, I hop on the Zoom link, and nothing. I'm like, it said 2. Then I go back to let me just check my email, make sure I'm not missing anything. So I go back and look, and I'm like, oh my God, it was 2 Eastern. So it was
what,
11.
So what happened?
So I reached out to my sister because I was ticked.
Yeah.
We were kind of talking things over. She's like, send an apology email. So I did that. Seeing about rescheduling. They replied back, they're like, thanks for reaching out. We'll see about looping you in, scheduling you in. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let time pass because you don't want to be too pushy.
Yes.
Week passes, nothing. I give it a couple more days. After that, it sent like a final thing. So in my mind, I'm thinking this thing's
it's over.
Dead.
It's over.
Yeah,
you're on to the next thing.
Yeah, dead and gone. So they emailed me back saying, okay, we're going through another list of flock of candidates.
Yeah.
We'll reach out if anything comes up. So at that point, I'm like, all right, well, I screwed that one up. 2 months pass. They reach back out saying, hey, sorry for the delay. We have not yet moved forward with the position. If you're still interested, we can chat.
Love it.
So went ahead, did that, and here we are.
That's amazing. So you're with Bay Breakers. This is a women's elite rugby team. You're the boss man in a sense.
From like the business standpoint.
From you talking to me, you're the boss, brother. You were the boss, man. So I think what we really want to do today is really find out what the Bay Breakers are looking for, what they need, what you're looking for, what's available to us, what's available to the businesses that we work with, and of course, bringing you just became a member of our platform, and so you're going to be getting a lot of invites to our events as well and start introducing you to people. So, we talked about your role. Talk to me about the league. What explain to me how all this works.
So it's the second year in existence.
Okay.
So it's relatively new. Women's elite rugby, showcasing elite talent. throughout the country. In this league, there's multiple teams. There's 5 teams currently, and it's basically a round robin. So the teams will play each other twice. Then the playoffs will happen, and the champion will be determined. Mm-hmm. It's just another platform for a woman to play on a pro level.
Now, talk to me about what rugby is. I dated somebody that was in a roller derby team, which is like, my understanding is it's almost like rugby on skates. And so you guys are fighting over it's not a football, it's a rugby ball.
Yes.
And you guys are beating the crap out of each other, running across the field to get goals, is my understanding.
Correct. Yeah, you're on the right path. So rugby, you choose violence definitely for sure. You have a ball, which is correct. You're not going. It's a lot different than a little bit different than football. You're passing the ball backwards, but you're running forward.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no 4 downs to get a first down. Yeah. This is, you have the ball. As long as you have possession of the ball, you have ample amount of opportunities to score. It's a try, is what is the equivalent of a touchdown.
Okay.
So basically, you're passing the ball back. You go and get tackled. You'll see it's chaotic. You'll see a bunch of 3-4 people come in, fight for possession of the ball. Basically, that's what we call a ruck. So once a ball carrier goes into contact, they essentially have to release the ball. There's a certain way you have to be positioned. You have to release the ball, and your teammates are there basically hovering over you to keep the defender from trying to steal the ball, because defense can steal the ball. If you have no support, then it's a turnover.
So if they get the ball, they can immediately start working their way towards the other goal.
So if the defender,
so it's not, there's not a down. You don't have to start over, and
no, this is happening in real time.
And so it's constant movement.
Correct.
I think I read something. It was like during a 3-hour baseball game, the ball moves a total of 6 minutes. In a football game, the ball is moving in a total of, I don't know, however long it is in a 3-hour game. This ball is moving constantly.
Yes. So the only time it stops is when that ruck is formed, and then at that point we have a certain player called the scrum half. Basically, he's there once the chaos gets under control. The ball's set out. He or she picks it up, and then passes it behind them to their teammates, and they run up. So basically,
and so you've got blockers and guards that are guarding the person with the ball, like in football.
In the ruck.
Okay.
But once the ruck is done, the balls come out, you're pretty much running by yourself. Not by yourself. You're running forward with support behind you.
Got it.
So there's one person, typically you'd want ideally 2 people there to protect you and the ball once you get
This sounds
tackled.
extremely exciting.
Yeah. So
how long is a game typically?
80 minutes. So there's
80 minutes.
2 40-minute halves.
Okay.
Your only stoppages really are injury
and ruck.
Ruck. Kind of. There's still hustle and bustle going around, and then penalties. Penalties
So it's like hockey.
Yeah. So offsides. We have offsides. If you drop the ball, it's a knock on. That automatically stops play. Okay. And then that's when the scrum gets formed. The scrum is basically, we have 8 forwards on each team. So they come together, and it's a way of determining who one is the strongest and keeping possession of the ball.
Now, where did all of these terms sound very European? Is this where this game started?
Correct.
Where did this start?
I believe in England. This is 1823.
Because I'm from England. All these names all sound like like bad teeth and crumpets.
Man, I still have my teeth, man, so I don't know what you're talking. So we're all good here.
No. It sounds very English. Scrum and what was it? Ruck.
Ruck. Yeah.
So if I look up rugby origin country, Originated in England in the 19th century. 1823, William Webb Ellis picked up a football and ran during a game at a rugby school in Warwickshire, England.
Shout out, Will.
What's that?
I said shout out to William.
Right? Yeah. You know what's actually funny about that is, so yeah, I was born in England, and so I have England on my arm. And this little guy's name is William Chesterfield. That's what I named him. Shout out to William. That's so funny. Okay, so very interesting. I'm really intrigued by this. Now I'm more intrigued because it comes from my heritage, which again I'm making fun of the whole bad tea thing. It just sounds like something that would be portrayed on Family Guy or something. So, sponsors, talk to me. Sponsors, business opportunities. What are you guys trying to accomplish? Your season starts May 3rd. There seem to be pretty short seasons. It looks like July 23rd is the last before playoffs, I'm assuming.
Yeah, July 26th. Yeah.
July 26th. Mm-hmm. And so, explain to me how all of this works.
So, honestly, with the league being new, our goal is just awareness. Mm-hmm. We are just looking for businesses that, one, support the women. That's a big thing, I think. Yes. Especially women-owned businesses. Mm-hmm. Just making them aware that, hey, there's a professional sports team here in Sacramento.
You guys are working with Sac FC. You guys are sharing their field.
Correct.
I got you in contact with Portia Middleton, our vice mayor of Citrus Heights, who's up for re-election. And so hopefully with their sports complex they're building, you guys can possibly do something there. I don't know. That's between you and them. But I want to be able to help. I want to be a part of this. I think this is really neat. We'll talk about that off mic. But in terms of funding and so forth, do you guys have sponsor packages and what's available to the businesses?
Yeah, we have sponsor packages. We tailor it to like their brand, 2-year commitments, 3-year commitments. Basically, it's just an avenue, specifically for like the Republic, the people that are already at the field. Mm-hmm. It's 5 opportunities for them to display their brand at an already established location.
What in terms of pricing? What's available? What are we looking at, or is this just depending on the business?
So we have like $25,000 packages, $50,000 packages, $10,000 packages. It's all dependent on the business. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's just right now. It's just myself getting the awareness out to the community. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about some. Let's throw a couple of ideas. Throw some things at the wall. I'll throw some ideas at you. You can take it or leave it. You present it to the people that you need to. I think that with the magazine, there's obviously a lot of opportunity there. We have a lot of eyeballs, so absolutely. That's something that we can discuss. The 2026 season starts May 3rd. I saw there were season tickets available on the website. Mm-hmm. I would love to come out to one of the games, so we'll talk about that. Really, really cool, dude. Really cool. Great meeting you. So glad that you came out to the event last night. Baybreakers.us. If you guys are interested in learning more, you want to become a sponsor, come out and see the games, can I give your number?
Yeah.
916-206-1662, 916-206-1662. Give Collins a call. Anything you want to add before we get out of here, brother?
Yeah, so it's not just businesses, groups as well, nonprofits, church groups, literally anything, YMCA, PTA, we're open. Mm-hmm. We're open for any collaboration because our goal ultimately, yes, we want to grow the sport, but if we can build your brand or add value to your brand, we're all about that too. It's
really, really neat, and I love the whole England sound and feel of it. It's just it's just funny. What were they called again? Ruck?
There's a ruck. Yeah, and then there's a scrum, a try, and then you have your conversion. That's basically your equivalent of a field goal. It's 2 points. Try is 5 points. That's how you get your 7. Now they've added to where you have a certain time limit to where you have to kick your conversion. If it's past a minute now, you can't kick your conversion. It's getting crazy, but
that's so cool.
I get it.
I love it. No, that's so cool. I love it.
I crack up because football, man. I love football. Don't get me wrong. Go Raiders. I know they're hot garbage right now, but hopefully they turn it around.
I'm a Colorado Rockies fan, so we suck so bad, dude. I'm a baseball guy, and Colorado Rockies is my team from when I was a kid, and it's so depressing watching them play. They're so bad.
I get so irritated watching football because one, it's like, all right, dude, take off your shoulder pads, helmets.
Yeah,
we don't need any of that. But the acting, some of the acting, and then how you can't really touch the.
So I'm assuming you're not a LeBron James fan then.
I respect LeBron, but he's not the first one that's flopped.
Yeah, he's flopping all over the ground, man.
Is he an equal opportunity abuser? I mean, yeah, but what NBA player doesn't take advantage of the rules?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I know, but it's comically bad, dude. I'm just like, comically bad.
Nothing happened to you, man.
He's flopping around on the ground and he's banging on the.
Acting like somebody shot you. No, nobody shot you. You're fine. You're okay. Just get up. You're good.
Oh my
Relax.
God. 916-206-1662, baitbreakers.us. Collins, hey, thank you for being here, man. Absolutely. And thank you guys so much for listening. And hopefully we'll see you at some of those games. We'll see you around. Bye-bye.